Hi guys, Kirk here with Kirk Giordano Plastering. What we're doing today is the slider and the window. I'll show you what we have to work with, and that is the straight cut where they pulled the original door out. Now we've got to break this out properly and tie it in. And how do you do that? Well, I'll show you right here where we started. My paper, it actually goes, I'm using big sheets like this and I'm shifting them in here. This is all studs. So my paper comes about right to here. If it didn't and the nail stopped it, well, that would be where we stop it. We go in back of this as far as possible. But what I want to point out, and this is one of the toughest things in our trade as far as a stud house, are the horizontal tie-ins. Now, of course, the kitchen's right here, and we can see in the kitchen because the lights are on. This is the tough one to tie it in right, meaning if I take a hammer and start pounding right here, the stucco here is about 1.5 inches thick, and it is hard. Some stucco we just tap comes right out. Love that stuff. Some is very hard. It cures hard, 70 years old, and we get these big clumps right here. So when we get the big clumps here, no, you don't go to a bigger hammer. You go to tools. I've got a whole bunch of pneumatic hammers, and it's best to use skill and good proper tools than strength and muscle, because again, a bigger hammer, it will just push this stucco into the already deteriorated paper, and our job is to waterproof. So I'm going to hook this guy up here, and I'm going to break this out gently. We're going to break it out gently because I want to salvage the paper, because my new paper has got to go over that existing paper. So that's what we're going to do today. When we get to that stage, I'll show it to you. Okay guys, now that we've achieved good paper here, we're going to put new paper, we're going to fish it down as far as we can and go up under here. Anybody's ever tried this might have looking at this thing. Now how did he do that without tearing all this? Little trick is I put the hammer back, that takes Jason there on the camera, and he'll use the pneumatic hammer while I hold it each way. That way we don't rip the paper. One of the tricks of the trade. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and lath all this. When we're complete, we'll show you. We're breaking out here. I've broken out down here and on the side here. It's always a drag to do breakout, but it's got to be done. Anyhow, when I'm complete with the whole thing, we'll show you that part too. Okay guys, I don't know if you were paying attention, but when I did this earlier, we had a vent here. The vent, actually, they took it out and they don't want to put it back here because they're going to kick it when they enter the door. I'm just fixing it for them because I'm already here and I happen to have all my tools on the truck. Fortunately, they had a header laying around and I just cutting this little guy there, pop it in, and we are going to paper that. And you can't see it, but there's a piece of flashing here prior to the stairs, so I'm going to put flashing underneath the sill here and then down over the top of this flashing. Okay guys, we're complete with this window and sliding glass door. Our tips are the paper has got to go under this paper here. That's one of the most important things. The other one is we already had this Fortiflash flashing underneath. Then there's little strips of plies. So we put more on here because the inspector won't know that there was Fortiflash underneath. And there's Fortiflash on the sides here, which are curved around the windows. Technically, I don't have to use the old polyurethane caulking, but I always do anyhow. We did the same on this slider here. We always like to fuse the paper to the frames as well as underneath there. And we're going to build this out also where you step on it, you won't crack this threshold here, because those are pretty fragile. Anyhow, thank you folks for watching. My name is Kirk. We'll see you on the next one.